Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're having a great morning so far and that you are ready to work. You can't see my little director. Come on. There she is. There she is. She's ready to work. She's not ready to work. Saturdays are very lazy. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. And if you were here with me on Tuesday, this is a great follow-up to Tuesday's workout. So Tuesday, we did a front body boot camp. So we focused on all the muscles, sort of on this half of the body. If we were to turn sideways and cut ourselves in two, which would be really horrific, but you know, just for the example, the front body was what we worked on Tuesday, and we are going to work back body today. So think your hamstrings, your glutes, your triceps, the back of your shoulders, your lats, your calves even. We're going to throw a little calf work in there too. So just think everything on the back body is what we're going to work today. We're doing it kind of boot camp style, which really means that we're just sort of picking a body part or an area of the body and digging in. So that's not necessarily what boot camp means to everybody, but when I write boot camp in one of these workouts, that's sort of my direction, is really hard work, digging in, focusing on certain areas of the body, really working them to fatigue. I will say Tuesday, we focused a lot on quads. That first set, my quads are still a little sore. They were still crazy sore up until really this morning. So that's kind of where we go with boot camp, right? So all you're gonna need today is your full weight selection. So light, medium, heavy. And really, weights are going to be optional for some exercises, not for others. So really just bring what you have as far as some options. And then I also put in the in the Facebook post, but I've since retracted my idea on that. I had bring a resistance band. I'm not going to go resistance band today. With one kind of exercise I had it in mind. I just felt like it was going to get it too complicated. I was going to give you too many options, and I was going to spend way too much time explaining it. So ditch the resistance band if you brought it to your workout space. Sorry about that. Just have a little change of mind. And then if you have a step or something like a step, just something to elevate your feet when we work our calves, that is something that you will need. But if you don't have that, that's okay. I don't have that. I might play around a little bit with maybe using one of my really heavy weights that are nice and sturdy. But honestly, don't need it. But if you have it, perfect. If not, no sweat. So really just your full weight selection, a step or something to elevate your feet if you've got it, and then your yoga mat, your floor support, because we are going to do a little bit of work on the floor. So nothing too crazy today. So we're going to work similar to what we did last workout, but change it up just a little bit. So we're going to have 3 sets of work, the 3 exercises in the first, 3 exercises in the second, and 4 exercises in the third. One of them is calf raises, which is not like they're easy, but calf raises don't take a ton of effort or a ton of time. A ton of effort meaning getting a lot of equipment, doing a lot of setup, things like that. So normally I don't like to put 4 exercises in one set, but I think with it, one of them being calf raises will be just fine. So we're gonna hit sort of hamstrings, booty, lower body for the first round. The second round, we're gonna hit sort of back, but really more back of the shoulders. We're really going to focus on the shoulders. And then on the 4th round is sort of our grab bag of all of the other smaller muscle groups, or not even necessarily smaller, but just ones that really don't have a ton of exercises for. So we're going to do triceps, calf raises, some lats, and then just some whole back. So I guess I really shouldn't say small muscle groups. Those are big muscle groups. But something that we don't want to do a whole set of triceps or a whole set of calves, so the 4th round is sort of our grab bag of exercises. So reps, not time, I'll tell you sort of the reps we're working in. But again, as always, working what reps work for you. So we're doing, generally 10 to 12, 20 when we're alternating. But if your weights are a little too heavy or a little too light, you can adjust your reps up or down to make room for your weight selection. So that's always the easiest way when you don't have a ton of weights to choose from. Always add music if you need it. I won't have any music here today just to make sure we don't get flagged by the copyright police. So just put in whatever you need, whatever makes you feel good and ready to work. I personally have been jamming to some Pointer Sisters this morning, and so they popped in my head last night due to a conversation Charlie and I were having, and I was like, man, they were awesome. And so I have been neutron dancing all morning. I wish I could have it on today or right now, honestly. And then the last couple things, I will be checking Facebook for questions as we get to the end of each round. So happy to help you with modifications, anything like that that you need. Or if you're working out after the fact, of course, still comments, messages, I will see all of those and get back to you just as soon as I can. Last couple things, always please share, subscribe, review, like, hit all of those buttons that make positive things happen to get the message that we are spreading here with Strong Style Fitness out to as many people as possible. I love to see our group grow and grow and grow. And if you do wish to donate any funds for this class, it is the only payment I receive for these classes. So it will be greatly appreciated. I've provided just about, I think tomorrow or either today or the next workout is going to be workout 80 that I've provided to you guys free of charge, donation only. So anything that you can give will be greatly appreciated. Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you will find me, or if you wish to donate but don't use Venmo, just let me know. We'll figure something out. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick drink of water. I'm going to check the video as always just to make sure we're running, and then we'll get started. So right now what you're going to need just to sort of set your space up is you're going to need 2 heavy weights that you would definitely consider very heavy, but still manageable. So not very heavy, you can't pick them up off the floor. That's not going to do any good, but heavy weights. And then that's really going to be it. The rest of the exercise and the set weights are going to be optional. If you do use a weight, you probably just use one of the heavy ones you've already got set up. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a sec and we'll get started. Yay! Hey, Cindy! Good morning! I'm so glad you made it today. I love seeing you here. It makes me feel like I'm working out at Flow. All right, guys, so we are going to do, like I said, this set, we're going to be working glutes and hamstrings. So we're going to do a deadlift. That's going to be our 2 heavy weights. So we're going to do a deadlift. We're going to do a narrow squat with alternating heel lift. That's a new one. I'll coach it when we get there. And then we're going to do alternating sumo squats with knee lifts. So a couple new exercises, no sweat, no worry, nothing too complicated, just something new to wrap your brain around. So deadlifts, though, we have done a million times, so I'm going to try not to coach it to death. That's another one that I just like to beat and beat and beat for some reason. So deadlift, I'll just go through it quickly. We want our feet about hip width apart. We want a heavy weight in each hand. We're going to roll those shoulders back, get a nice open chest, nice flat back. Weights come towards the front. We're going to put a little bit of bend in those knees, and then our hips sit back as we iron our pants down. Once we feel that nice stretch in our hamstrings and our glutes, that's where we squeeze and drive the floor away to stand back up. All right? So we're going for 12. Let's do it. Nice flat back all the way down. Stand. 12. 11. So again, it's all about those hips coming back, not squatting down. 10. Take it nice and slow. 9. Weights stay close to the body. 8. If you are feeling pain or discomfort in your lower back, chances are your weights are way out away from you when you get to the bottom. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Wonderful. All right, so our next exercise is going to be the narrow squat with alternating heel raise. So weight is optional here. Maybe don't grab the weights so you get the handle on the feet. So We'll practice just a couple because these are new. So narrow squat means we want our feet right about hip width. So not here, but just right about hip width. Also, be realistic about your hip width. Usually I say hip width and people do this. We have this weird idea. What size pants would you wear if your hips were that wide? So right underneath our hips, that's our narrow squat. We're going to raise one heel and sit back into our squat just as normal. And then stand, and as we stand, we're squeezing through that glute. You really have no choice. By lifting that heel, that activates that glute. So you should, really with not much change, feel that booty cheek fire up. But I want you to think about it, because I always like you to think about your muscles as you're working. So the booty cheek of the heel that's lifted is where you should be feeling the extra work. So what we'll do, we'll lift our heel, we'll squat back, we'll stand, and then we come back to the bottom, we drop, alternate, stand. So we alternate heels at the bottom of the squat, okay? All right, so if we're gonna hold a weight, you can hold it here to your chest like this, or keep your shoulders a little more open, you can hold like this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lift this right heel to get started. Let's go. We're going for 20. The first one, you raise your heel a little bit longer now. Drop heel, alternate. Woo, lost my balance. Stand, squat, change heels. 3, change heels. 4, leave that heel elevated all the way until you change out. 5, 6, 7. So your heel doesn't drop till you get to the bottom of your squat and you're changing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hello, booty. 13, 14, 15. And I guess alternatively, you could probably just hold one to your side if it was uncomfortable to hold to the middle. 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to set my weight down. I recommend you probably do too, just because this motion is a lot bigger, so we want to be careful holding any heavy weight. So we're going to do sumo squat, alternating heel lift. I'll show you a couple, and then we'll get started. So with sumo squat, we're wide, toes at 10 and 2, knees open to the same direction as our toes are going. Our knees don't still come forward, they open. So you've really got to roll, open those hips. So we're going to sumo squat, and then as we push up, we knee lift, set it back down. Sumo, knee lift. Sumo, knee lift. Okay? So we're going for 20 of those, alternating. Start whichever direction you want. Let's go. 20. 19. Set that foot down gently. 18. Don't slam it back down. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. Give me a little bonus oblique work too. 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. 1. Beautiful. All right. Set one's done. So now we'll move a little quicker. We know what we're doing, so let's go ahead and back over to those deadlifts. So you want your heavy weights here. Get those feet set up, right about hip width apart, chest open, weights to the front, a little bit of bend in those knees, hips sit back, iron those pants. 12, 11, 10, 9, zip up the back of those legs. 8, weight should be towards the back of your feet. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there. 2, last one. 1. Awesome. All right. So we're back to those narrow squats, the alternating heel lift. So just remember, heel stays up until you finish your squat and you're changing other feet. So heel stays up as you stand and as you squat, okay? All right. So I'm going to change my grip just to do something a little different. So narrow right underneath those hips. I'm going to go ahead and lift one heel. All right, let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, change heels. 6, leave it lifted, change heels. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, really squeeze that cheek at the top. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Good. All right, set that weight down if you have it. Have those alternating sumo squats. Whew. That one gets me a little breathy. All right, so step out wide into our sumo. Toes at 10 and 2. Knees move that same direction. Stay nice and tall. Tuck that tail. Whichever direction you want to move first. We're going for 20. Let's go. 20. Set it down gently. 19. 18. Control it. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. I got a little off-camera center there. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Awesome work, guys. Round 2 down. Got one more. Whew. Take just a sec, catch your breath. Having a little bit of mid-back stiffness today. Just gonna try to twist that out for a sec. All right. So going back through it one more time. Back to those deadlifts. Remember, if you're feeling lower back pain, check your weights. You might be letting those weights dangle out here, and then all of that pressure's in your lower back versus having them back up against those legs, okay? I promise not to coach you to death, but I'm not gonna let you hurt yourself either. All right, so feet hip width apart, tuck that tail, open the chest. Weights come to the front, a little bit in those knees. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not about how low you go. It's about where do you feel those muscles kick in. That's where you stop. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. Awesome. All right, let's see. So we've got our narrow squat, the alternating heel lift. Remember that first one's a little wonky because we're starting at the top. So we'll kind of start 1, 2, 3, that's 1, and then it flows normally. So in case your count's been off for mine, that's sort of where it gets a little weird in the flow. All right, so weight, if you're using it, totally optional. Stand tall, I'm gonna lift one heel. Let's drop. And do it again. There we go. Now we got it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that heel lifted all the way to the bottom, then switch. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. 16, 17, almost there. 18, one more each side. 19, 20. Woo! Wow. All right, guys. That's the end of that exercise. We've got our sumo squats with the knee lift, and then we will be done with our lower body. All right. Step it wide into that sumo. Take just a sec. Reset your form. Toes at 10 and 2. Knees going 10 and 2. Tuck that tail down. Whichever way you want to go first with that knee, up to you. We're going for 20. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. Halfway. 9. Keep that core nice and engaged. 8. We're using it too. 7. 6. 5. 4. even on this 20-something degree morning out in my garage. So that was some good work. So back body, we hit hamstrings and glutes. Next, we are going to shoulders. So we're going to work a couple different spots in our shoulder. So we're going to work where we hit up high in our upper shoulder, kind of middle in our shoulder, and kind of low in our shoulder. So we're hitting all those heads and all that really, really complex muscle structure of our shoulder. So all shoulders in the next round. Light to medium weights. One exercise, you need light weights. I'm talking 5 or less. If 5 is heavy for you, then I'm talking 1 or 2 pounds. We're gonna go really light. The others, kind of your strength level, usually about medium though for the other 2 exercises. So go ahead and get yourself set. Water, video, I'll be right back. All right, friends, I'm gonna grab my weights. So I'm gonna work in the 5s and the 10s for me, but please, I only say that as a point of reference. So if you see the weights I normally do, and you can kind of compare how different we are. So I don't say 5 and 10 to encourage you to do 5 and 10. That is just my light and my medium, okay? So we're gonna start with a rear delt row. This is gonna be the really small weight, because rear delts are very small muscles with lots of other muscles around it. So if we go too heavy for that little muscle, all of this is gonna start working too and get really uncomfortable. So we wanna go light, even if we feel like, I think I can go heavier. I hesitate, okay? Really listen to what your body's doing and pay attention to what's happening here. So we're gonna do rear delt row. So what that looks like is we're gonna bend. I actually recommend, but we are gonna alternate, so it could be a little funky. I usually do these like holding onto a chair or holding onto the wall. So that's definitely something you can do. You're just gonna have to switch hands. If that gets way too complicated, but you do wanna hold on to the chair or the wall, we're doing 20, so you could do 10 of each. Totally perfect option too, okay? So we're gonna have the weight out in front of us, shoulders rolled back. We've got an underhand grip. We're gonna pull, but we're gonna pull high. So see, the weight is like in line with my chest. Normally when we row, we're more down here, right? More like rib cage. So I want you to really think my shoulders relaxed and down, but I am pulling up towards that chest line, okay? And then that's gonna target that really small muscle group. But you can see what I'm saying probably already if you're experimenting, how much this wants to get involved. So lightweight, make it work, okay? I'm gonna try using the wall and alternating. We'll see how it goes. I also don't want to stick my butt in your face the whole video, so there is that factor of it too. So we're gonna set up, weights down, relax that neck and relax that shoulder. We pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome work, guys. So again, if that alternating was too crazy, if you wanted to hold on for support, just do 10 and 10. No big deal. All right, so we're gonna do an alternating reverse fly. So we've done reverse fly a lot. No surprises there. We're just gonna alternate instead of doing 2 at a time so we can really focus on that shoulder, and we're less likely to use momentum if we're doing 1 at a time. So reverse fly, you want to make sure, again, these are usually a little heavier weights. We bend, we've got those little beach ball arms, and then we open like we're dropping the beach ball and then close and shut around it. So we lead with the elbows, we pull back and close. So the one thing and the one way you know that your weight's too heavy is if you start doing this big bounce, right? Because then you're just using all momentum. So make sure your weights are a weight that you can control and open without bouncing. So we're gonna alternate for 20. 20. So we're less likely to do that bouncing stuff when we go just 1 at a time. 5, 6. I'll do the first 10 from the front and the last 10 from the back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Spin around. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Last 1, 2. Good. Stand it up. Good work, guys. All right, we've got a bent over wide row. So again, we're working in that bent position. If that's hard on your back, that's another reason why I said you can support on the wall or on the chair if that bent over position is too much. So like we said with the alternating delt row in the beginning, you can just do 10 and 10 instead of alternating. That allows you to hold on to the chair or the wall with one hand. The reverse fly, you can't really do that. Bent over wide row, you can do the same. So if bending over, we're not alternating with these, but you could alternate instead. So you could do 12 on one, 12 on the other. So just think about that. If you need the support, you have plenty of time to catch up if you get a little bit behind, okay? All right, so we're coming down, bent over wide row. We're gonna have the weights down in front of us, and we're going to row back. So our elbows are coming, we're still leading with our elbows. They're coming out wide. So normal row is here, wide row, pulling out wide, okay? So again, if the bent over position is too much, grab a chair or wall, hold on with one, do 12 on one side, 12 on the other. All right, we're going for 12. 12. So now we're hitting down lower in that shoulder blade. 11, 10, 9, 8. Make sure you're not shrugging up your shoulders. 7, 6. Turn around from the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. All right, set that weight down. Having any trouble with that lower back? Remember those things I was telling you? So mine's a little stiff today. So you can always take an extra break too. You know what 3 exercises we're doing. So if you need to take an extra break, stretch it out, twist it out, meet us back. It's no big deal. You know what exercises we're doing. So take the break if you need it, stretch it out if you need it. All right, we're gonna do that reverse delt row. And I think this time instead of alternating, I'm gonna do 10 and 10 and just hang on to the wall for that support. All right? So remember, we are pulling relaxed and we're pulling up towards that chest line, okay? All right, let's get ourselves set up. And let's pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides if you're not alternating. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, so we're going to those alternating reverse flies. So here's a little tip. If you are going to bend, not holding on to anything, so we can't really with this exercise, I want you to think about when you're bending, what's your booty doing? If you're bending and your butt's sitting kind of tilted up behind you, that's going to cause some lower back problems. So you want to bend and tuck that tail like you're reaching for a seat. Okay, instead of up here with that tailbone flipped up, tuck it down. It should relieve some of that pressure. All right, we got our alternating reverse flies. Chest open, sit it back. Let's do it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, so we're starting hitting that mid back shoulder. Good. Leave that 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, so we've got the bent over, wide row. These we are not alternating, but again, if you need that support, if your lower back's bothering you, just do it and do 12 on each side. All right, bent over, wide row. Again, as always, we open up, we're gonna sit it back, weights come out to the front, lead with elbows, pull wide. 12, 11, 10, 9, make sure your shoulders are staying away from those ears. 8, 7, 6, think open chest. 5, 4, 3, heading down low. 2, 1. Great work. Set those down. We've got one more trip through. Remember, if you need to stretch it out, take a minute. Ooh, whatever feels good. Little cat-cow. All right, guys, we got one more trip through. You can totally do it. Don't be discouraged. We're working small muscles, which can be exhausting, you know? It's funny, big muscles get us hot and cardio and sweaty, but working those smaller muscles can fatigue us because those little muscles, like we're doing those rear delt flies, that little muscle doesn't do a whole lot of work because so many other muscles are supporting it. So when you isolate it and make it work, it's like, what? All right, friends, let's get ourselves set up. Rear delt row, we've got that underhand grip, shoulders down, pulling high. 10. Really think about that muscle. 9. Don't bicep curl it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, or keep alternating if that's how you were working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right. So we can put those weights down or put them away if you're not using them for the other exercises in this set. And we are going to our alternating reverse fly. One more time. Let's get yourself set up. Set back. And remember, as we bend, reach that tail for the seat, not the ceiling. All right. Let's go. 20. 18. 16. 14. 12. I'm going to turn around. 10. 9. Or that was 8. So 6. 4. 2. And 1. Woo! All right, we got one more exercise. We've got that wide row, and then our shoulders are done. We're gonna go to our grab bag of the remainder of our back body exercises. All right, so get ourselves set. Bending over, reach for that seat with that booty. Let's go. 12. 11, lead with those elbows. 10, leave the shoulders down. 9. 8, shrugging is not a part of the exercise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1. Woo! Good work, friends. All right, that is the end of our shoulder set. So take a little break, let everything relax. Again, if your lower back's giving you any problems, stretch it out. We actually are gonna be we're still gonna do some work in our back. We're gonna be laying down, so it's gonna take a lot of pressure off if you are having any trouble. So we're gonna work triceps, we're gonna work calves. So both of those will be standing, and we're gonna come to the floor. We're gonna do dumbbell pullovers and Superman holds. So you're gonna need one heavy weight. We're actually doing overhead tricep 21s. So you're going to need a heavy weight for that. Maybe not your heaviest overhead tricep weight, because we are doing 21, but maybe so. Give it a shot, but I'm just saying, have a second option available. Calf raises, you're welcome to hold weights if you want. This is where you also have your step, if you want to use a step. And dumbbell pullovers, also one heavy weight. Superman's no weight. So really all you need here is one heavy weight, and then if you want to hold weights with your calf raises, you can even hold that one heavy weight. So probably just one heavy weight is all you need. So I'm gonna take some water, check the video, take yourself a little break. I'll meet you back here in just a bit. Okie dokie. So I would, myself, really like to elevate my calf raises. So I may try standing. I have a really heavy weight I could stand on and try it, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like the safest. So if you have it, use it. I'm kind of looking around my garage to see if I have anything else I could possibly use. Probably not. It's okay. It's okay. All right, guys, so we're going to do overhead tricep 21s. So what that means, I'm going to show you with a super lightweight, just so I can demonstrate, is that we're going to do, we've done bicep 21s before, so you might recall this. I think we did bicep 21s for our front body class. So I thought it'd be fun to reverse the muscle and do overhead triceps the same way. So we're going to do 7 at the bottom half of the range. We're going to do 7 at the top half of our range, and then we're going to do 7 full. So, for example, we would do 7 starting at the bottom, 7 here to the halfway, and then we would do 7 from the top down, and then we would do 7 full. Okay, so that's what we're working with the 21s. Let's go ahead and get started on those. So let's grab our one weight. We've got kind of a goblet grip on the top. I'm going to stand nice and tall. I like to stagger my stance. We're going to pull our elbows forward. Start at the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it all the way to the top, halfway down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop at the top. 7 full. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Woo. And that's a 21, friends. So we're going to do calf raises next. I'm just going to see here. What is this like? A stand. There. Whoop, no, rock's just a little too much. All right, so we're going to do calf raises, and we're going to do left, right, and double. So we're going to do 10 on our left, 10 on our right, 10 double. If you have something to stand on, so I'm going to grab a heavier weight just so I can show you what it looks like if you are standing on something. If you have something to stand on, pretend this is a step. You're going to drop your heels off as low as possible and then stand as tall as possible. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Is dropping as low as possible, squeezing high as possible. So that is what you're looking for if you have the step. If you don't have the step, then you're just going to drop your heels to the floor and then stand them as tall as possible. Okay? So we're going to go 10 left, 10 right, 10 double. So left, I like to just sort of hook my other foot behind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 double. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, hello calves. All right, so we're gonna come down to the floor now. We've got our dumbbell pullovers, Supermans with a hold. So we're gonna come down to our back. You generally want a heavy weight here. I've got a shoulder that's a little mad at me, so I'm going to grab a lighter option for myself, just in case. So dumbbell pullovers, we're working these big muscles along our back, okay? It's gonna look like a shoulder exercise. Your shoulder is involved. That's why I mentioned my angry shoulder. But really what you're pulling through is you're dropping back, and then you're gonna pull through these big muscles in your back to pull that weight back over your head. So if you got a heavy weight, I want you to set it to your chest or set it to a knee and kick it back as you roll back for safety. All right, so again, sort of like our overhead triceps, we've got that goblet grip. I'm gonna roll our shoulders back, plug them down, nice long neck. Weight starts over our chest. We drop it back. That core engages. Our back body, you should feel those muscles now extended and tensed. We pull it back over. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Keeping a little bend in those elbows. 6. You never want a heavy, heavy weight and locked out elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Set that weight down. You can kind of roll it off to the side if that feels safe to you. And we're going to do Supermans with a hold. So we're going to do 10 Supermans, but we're going to pause at the top for like a 1-2 count and then lower it down. Cindy, I know you just did these recently. You should be a pro. All right, so we're going to lay on our belly and we're out like Superman. So how do we lift into Superman? Just a quick refresher is we lift by squeezing all of our back body. So you see my booty squeezes in. I'm squeezing through my back to lift. That's how we lift. It's not a jerking through our spine, throwing ourselves up with momentum. So it's not, Supermans are nothing about how high you get off the floor. It's how much you're squeezing through that back body. If you're squeezing and giving it all you got and you don't even get off the floor, that's beautiful because you're squeezing and giving it all you got, okay? Hear me out here. It's not about how high I get off the floor. All right. So we've got our shoulders, our hands out, legs out. If you have any issues with your shoulders, you can pull your hands down here. In fact, that's a really good, great modification. My shoulder's a little angry, I might be there too. All right, so let's lay it out. We squeeze up. 1, 2, lay it down. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. Or we're here. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 9. Last 1, 2, 10. Beautiful. Bring yourself back up. Whew. Round 1 down. So like I said, it's kind of a mixed bag. We're jumping all over that back body. All great, great exercises. So we've got those overhead tricep 21s. Yes, I know, your triceps are like, really, really? Yes, really. All right, so let's grab that heavy weight. Again, stagger stance, goblet hold. Core nice and engaged, elbows come forward. We start at the bottom, halfway. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the top, halfway. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7 full. 7, 6, 5, woo, feel the shake. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so we've got those calf raises. We're gonna do weights in your hands if you want, or if you've got to hold on, totally fine. You can just put one weight in one hand so you're free to hold the ball with the other. So, left side, we've got 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, that feels more normal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 to the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the floor we go. Dumbbell pullovers. So remember, heavy weight. I want you to sit it to your leg. Kick it back with that leg as you roll over. Helps tremendously. Why waste effort or potential injury when you can just kick it up with that nice strong leg that you have? All right, so we lay it back. Got that goblet hold. Now, plug those shoulders back. Now, we drop. A little bend in those elbows. 20, oh no, not 20, 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Wonderful. Roll it off. Pretty good. We've got our Superman hold. So flip it on over. All right. So we are flying like Superman. Remember, what did I say? It's about how much you are squeezing, not how much you are lifting. All right, arms can be here or here if you've got shoulder or neck problems. Let's go. 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. Last one. 1, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. Woo! We are almost done. We got one set of work left. All right, take just a sec. Catch your breath. I've got a little sip of water here. One more trip through. Tell those triceps. They got 21 more in them. They can do it. Come on. All right. Woo, that was a nice pop. Okay, guys, let's grab that heavy weight. We got 21 triceps. One last time. So again, I like to stagger that stance. Weight comes up overhead. Elbows pull forward. Shoulders relax down. We start at the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up. Halfway. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 full. You got this. 7, 6, 5. Embrace the shake. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, guys. We've got those calf raises, left, right, and double. So go ahead and get yourself set up. Remember, weight is optional. Make sure you're safe, especially if you're up on a step. Safety first. All right, we're going for that left. Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 to the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, we're going to bring it on down to the floor. Last 2 exercises and we are done Saturday. On to your weekend. All right, heavy weight, kick it on back. I keep readjusting. I want to make sure I don't bash my heater with the weights here. All right, so we're set up. We've got our little goblet grip. We've got that core engaged because we are using our core here for sure. Weight over our chest. Plug those shoulders back. Now, let's go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. All right, last set. Superman holds. You got this. You are supermans and women's. Hey, you can do it. All right, we're going to get ourselves set. Our back body is super activated. We've woke up all of those muscles, so they should really be able to fire and squeeze and get you some great engagement. All right, let's get ourselves set. Shoulders away from the ears, hands either out or down. Let's go. 1, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 5, 4, almost there. 1, 2, 3, last 2, 1, 2, 2, last 1, 1, 2, 1. Woo! So you are more than welcome to stay here, enjoy some stretches. I highly recommend you do so. I'm going to bring it on up. Woo! Guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout, especially hope you got a little extra if you were somebody who did the front body workout earlier this week and now done the back body. So again, just ways to kind of break our body up, our muscle groups up into ways that make sense, help us understand how they work, and help us understand how to work them. You know, when you can really understand what a glute exercise should feel like, what your glutes feel like when they're activated and on, that helps you work out more efficiently, helps you understand what the exercise is that you've either decided to do or that you've been told to do, what you need to think about to make those muscles work. If they tell you it should work your glute, you know what your glute feels like, you know what it feels like when it's working, that helps you do that exercise more effectively. So, just another way to learn to use our bodies and to get better every single day, moving forward, getting better every day. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I do have a workout coming up on Tuesday. After that, that will probably be my only workout for next week. If you missed the last video, I'm having a little procedure done on my leg that is going to make my legs be not allowed to do exercise for 2 weeks. So I will still most likely at least do for the next 2 weeks, do one workout a week to keep you guys going, probably some upper body stuff, things like that. I'll just have to think about it. But Saturday will be right after the procedure, and so I don't want to risk it, don't want to tear any stitches, anything like that. So, but I will be here for our next workout upcoming in just a few days on Tuesday. So I'll see you here for that. And guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, encourage your friends, bring a friend. Let's get everybody moving. And again, as always, I just ask if you do wish to donate any funds for these classes, it is greatly appreciated. Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. Guys, I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see some of you in person that I haven't seen in a long time soon. You guys take care. Mwah.